Elle, you really must try this because it's Puerco Pibil. It is a slow roasted pork, nothing fancy, just happens to be my favorite. And I order it with a tequila and lime in every dive I go to in this country. And honestly, that is the best it's ever been anywhere. In fact, it's too good. It is so good that when I'm finished with it, I'll pay my check, walk straight into the kitchen, and shoot the cook.
So we are doing Puerco Pibil, or Cochinita Pibil. I think it's a pretty traditional way. We have 2 pork butts in the refrigerator that have been in a dry salt brine overnight, and we are about to switch it over to the achiote marinade. To do that, we have to start by toasting our spices. 12 tablespoons of annatto seeds, 3 tablespoons of whole black pepper, 3 tablespoons of oregano, 4 teaspoons of cloves, 1 teaspoon of allspice, and 2 cinnamon sticks. And we're basically just gonna dry toast them for about 3 to 5 minutes on a medium-high heat until they're fragrant. We have our spices that have been toasted, ground up. It smells super good. Don't need to add salt to it because the pork butts have been in a dry salt brine overnight. But we do need to add cumin. With the space that we have here at the commissary and the amount of things we use ground cumin for, it doesn't really make sense for us to be stocking and constantly grinding up a ton of cumin. I'm going in with 2 tablespoons, and then I'm just going to pop a lid on it and shake it up and make a juice blend. Citrus acid blend here. It is the juice of 3 grapefruits, about 6 or 7 limes, and 4 cups of OJ, with about 2 cups of white vinegar. And what I'm doing right now is adding these little pre-packaged bricks. Now, this is pretty weak achiote paste. I'm not really doing it for flavor, it's more for the color. And it's gonna add some very mild flavor to our salsa because we don't use all of this citrus and vinegar blend for the marinade. We actually use some of it for a habanero garlic salsa that we put on top of the pork. And we just want to kind of reinforce the flavors we're putting into the pork and the salsa. Save 4 cups of it for our salsa. And the rest going in with the spices. Just pour it right on over. Nothing left behind. We're gonna let these sit for about 2 hours, and then we're gonna flip them. Let them sit for another 2 hours, all the way up to overnight if you'd like. 1 yellow onion cut up, a few cloves of garlic, and a few bay leaves in there. Those are gonna add some nice aromatics to the dish. Pork has been marinating for about 4 hours, and we're basically just gonna take each pork butt and stuff it very nicely in each pan. Nice and tight. We're going to take our marinade, pour about half of it over each one so that it can continue to roast and kind of base themselves in the marinade and the citrus and the garlic and all the stuff that's in here that's real good. then after about 2 hours of just a ton of smoke on it, we are going to wrap it up with foil. We'll show you that when we get to it. We got real busy and didn't have time to film the rest, but basically after 4 hours we wrapped it in foil and then put it back on and raised the temp a little bit, finished it off in the oven, and then put it in the warmer overnight. So that's cool. I think it's tender. Only problem is moving it without burning the heck out of your hands. It's a big hot piece of meat, but we're just gonna go for it. I like to keep the onion in there. We did this for about 90 minutes with just the banana leaves uncovered at a lower temp, then covered it up with foil and kept smoking it at a lower temp. When we needed to maintain a lower temp for the barbacoa but raise the temp for this, we transferred this to the oven to finish it off. Once it's wrapped in foil, no smoke flavor is going to get through, so we got all the smoke we needed. It really holds onto the banana leaves, so a good amount of it continued to transfer in the oven. And you can see all this marinade in there. Basically what I do now is I taste that for flavor, and then pour some of this on top and mix it up so it's all coated but not saturated in it. That's why it's in the slotted half here. It's pretty good. Needs a little salt. I'm going to adjust it. Load it in here. Throw it back in the warmer. And then that's it. And we'll put it on sandwiches this afternoon. Now I'm going to show you how we make our sandwich. So we got a Martin's potato bun, a little bit of our house barbecue sauce. We're aiming for around 1/3 of a pound. And then we got our habanero garlic citrus salsa, just a little bit. It is very, very spicy. And some spicy pickled onions to boot. And there we go. That is our pulled pork sandwich.
Was that right?